talk to us about how you feel like each of you has fit into what's going on there with the Razorbacks. One being a transfer and one being a freshman.
I'll start. Yeah, it was definitely a transition coming to a new place. You know, it's two completely different systems, but I personally feel like I fit in pretty well now that I'm adjusted. Arkansas likes to run, and I like to run too. I like to play fast. You know, they like to score fast, and I think I fit in pretty well to all that. So, yeah.
So, Jersey?
Yeah, as far as me fitting in with the team, I feel like Coach Naver's system is very, very positionless. And like Sasha said, we play fast, and I'm a positionless player, and I like to play fast too. And so he just gives you that freedom, but he lets you play with joy. And I think that's a big thing. And that's really why I chose to come here, was because just it fit me the best because it allowed me to play free.
Also, I'd follow up and ask Jersey, how much do you think what you did this summer helped you prepare for this?
Yeah, just this summer's experience was like a precursor for the college speed of the game. It allowed me to take that step from high school to, you know, the collegiate pace. And I think just getting to experiencing that and getting to play at that speed before season is going to really help me.
Okay. Jacob, go ahead.
Both you guys, obviously local kids. Just what do you think it's going to mean to you, you know, Friday or Wednesday to put on that Arkansas jersey for the first time? You know, I'm sure you both grew up watching or going to games.
Yeah, I think it's obviously going to mean a lot to both of us. Personally, I'm really excited that my family is actually going to be able to watch me in person for the first time in college. That's really exciting for me. And yeah, just to finally play in Bud, it's kind of a dream come true. You know, I really was here watching since I was very young. So to finally be playing on that court, it's definitely very exciting.
Yeah, as far as like getting to put on that jersey for the first time, and especially in your home state, super, super exciting. I'm super like, just, you know, proud to be here and proud to be able to represent my state, and just to be kind of that model for young girls dreaming about Arkansas. Like Sasha and I get to live this dream. We get to kind of grow with this program and just leave our mark there.
You talk about, you know, wanting to be a model for younger kids. Is there anyone that stands out for either one of you guys, former Arkansas players, that you admired growing up?
I think I've always just been a fan of Arkansas. My uncle's going to be super proud that I mentioned him in this, but he's like the diehard Razorback fan and knows everyone and all their stats and where they're from. And I think he just instilled that like excitement to be a Razorback and just, you know, just that pride to be from Arkansas and get to play for Arkansas.
Yeah, I mean, I remember certain players like when I was younger, like Malika Monk, for example. I remember her playing just like super fast, and just that team ever since I was very young, just growing up watching all of them. They're all an inspiration, you know, and just to see how far we've come because of everyone.
We'll go over to
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Yep, picture, I'll go ahead.
Hey, can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Jersey, you're from Fort Smith, Arkansas, correct?
Yes.
You just talked about putting that jersey on for the first time for the University of Arkansas. How much more does it mean for you to play against Fort Smith, Arkansas, right here at Bud Walton Arena?
I think it's super exciting. I've never actually thought of it from that aspect. You know, it's like getting to play your hometown, your old stomping grounds, but just getting to, like I said, getting to represent your state in any way you can is super exciting. I'm so thrilled to be a part of it.
And is your family coming to the game as well?
Yes, I'm pretty sure a lot of my family will be in like this one corner. So if you see this like huge section of people, it's probably them.
All right, thank you.
Russell, go ahead.
I had a question for both. Just Michaela Daniels, what's she like on the court, on a leadership standpoint, and just her game overall? What do you think about her?
If I had to describe Michaela, I would just say she is literally the heart and soul of the entire team, and I'm pretty sure everyone on the team would agree with me. We seriously wouldn't be able to function without her and her leadership. I think we all look to her when important decisions come up. Just how hard she plays all the time. It definitely helps lead the team and makes everyone else want to go as hard and brings the energy just every day. So yeah, she's a very important aspect. Yeah.
Yeah, my personal opinion on Mac is similar to Sasha. She's just everything that a leader needs to be. She's experienced, she's energetic, she's confident, she provides everybody with that sense of like, you can do it. You got to be confident in your play because there's a reason why you're here. There's a reason why you're at this level. But most importantly, she just plays fast. She sets that pace for everybody to kind of exceed or meet. And I think as far as her role on this team as a leader, she makes me feel comfortable as a freshman coming in to be okay with making mistakes because the whole experience is so new to you, and just she just provides you with that calming effect of like, you've got this, breathe, relax, you can do it.
And then Jersey, I know she's sitting right next to you, but talk about Sasha and her game, and what do you like about her game on the floor?
Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna boost her head if I talk too much. I love playing with Sasha and against Sasha. I mean, we've been paired ever since we were younger. Honestly, she's somebody that I've kind of found myself trying to mimic's game because she's long and she's fast. And I was like, you know what, if I want to play like that, I have to be long and I have to be fast. A little taller now. But yeah, she's just so fun to play with because she's one of the best teammates that you'll ever have. She's always giving more than she's trying to take. And as far as energy, and she helps you feel comfortable, even if she's uncomfortable. And I think that's a really big, important factor in her role on this team.
Thanks, guys.
Right, you got anything?
Okay.
I do. I got one for both. Sasha, I'll start with you. You mentioned your family being able to see you play. Were they able to see you at all last year? And how many games do you estimate that you played in front of 0 fans last year?
No, they weren't able to come to any, like not one. And we got to have a few fans, not many, just parents at a Utah game. It was actually my birthday. But my dad and the family couldn't make it to that one either. So just that game in conference, and then, the Pac-12 tournament and NCAA championship. But that's completely it. We had no fans all season.
Will 4,000 or 5,000 fans feel like 15,000 when you compare it to last year for you?
Yes, I think it's bringing the nerves a little bit, but I'm excited for sure.
And then Jersey, you were limited a little bit in practice by design when you came back at the beginning. How tough was that to watch your team practicing while you were doing some stuff on the side? And how did you try and catch up to just to figure everything out once you got the green light?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with that whole situation was just knowing that Coach Neighbors, he did this for a reason. So he's limiting my minutes in practice for a reason, or my ability to practice for a reason, just trying to let me catch that break I need before we hit heavy during the start and finish of the season. But most importantly, I just try to focus on the things I could control, like watching film, watching practice, staying after to ask questions. If I wasn't able to practice, I want to make sure that all my questions prior to when I get to start were answered. Just knowing that it's a long season, so catching stuff early is really important, and just understanding that as early as it was, taking care of my body was going to be the most important factor at that moment.
Carolyn, Christy, you guys have anything?
I do. Hi, ladies. Looking forward to covering you guys this season. With the terminology of Arkansas, the rabbit, the lock, all of that. How quickly were you guys able to pick that up?
Yeah, for me, it was a pretty big adjustment just because the system here is much different from what I'm used to. So I'm still honestly still trying to navigate that in my head. Like it's an everyday thing. It's a process. But I think overall we kind of understood, or at least I understood the concepts pretty quickly. It's just all about like how well I translate into that throughout the season. So yeah, it's just going to be a process. Yeah.
How about you, Jersey?
Yeah. So just trying to associate it with the numbers. So like the 1 through 5, associating those numbers with the terminology that Coach Neighbors has set. I think that helped me adjust a little quicker than I thought I was going to. And like I said, just watching film, just asking questions when you can, making sure that you're leaving no stone unturned, and just trying to take it slow, but also focus on each individual aspect of, the terminology and why you run certain routes and all that stuff.
You had a player like Chelsea Dungy that goes to the WNBA. Who on your team is most likely to fill that role?
I think that's the great part about this team. I think there's multiple people. I think it's not going to be how it was last year or how it was the years before. I think this year is going to be a lot different than what everyone's seen. I think there's going to be a lot of players filling that role, and it's going to be more of a combination of players, adding to the score. I think there's going to be different leading scores every single game because that's just how good this team is.
We're back and better than ever. A new web interface to start the basketball season and more props, odds, and lines than ever before. BetOnline remains your #1 spot for all basketball and football action this season. Head to the new updated desktop or mobile website to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE50 to receive your bonus. That's BLEAV 50 to receive your bonus. From basketball, football, and baseball postseason, NHL, boxing, and UFC, right to your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait to take advantage of all the amazing offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sports. BetOnline, where the game starts.